sits gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
Major key alert! Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by GetSchooled and the Ad Council.
No word in the English language is less convincing than probably.
Are you sure we should get matching tattoos on our first date?
Sure. We'll probably stay together.
Probably? It's been 23 minutes since I ate. I can probably swim.
You should wait 30 minutes.
Okay, now tell me what to do. Cannonball! Cramp! Oh, I have a cramp. I can probably hit the green from here. Probably. Can I get a mulligan? Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay. Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Sensation Station Network. SSNATL.com.
Welcome to Atlanta where the players play and we ride on the things like
it's time for the crushing interview.
This crushing interview is brought to you by ORC Software. The ORC team is committed to providing full lifecycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. ORC's models, when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to ORC.com, that's ORASI.com, for more information. Maceo, please introduce our guest properly, sir.
Yes, the pride of York, South Carolina.
York.
Ceiling is the roof.
It's the roof, man.
Tar Heel. All-American.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
WNBA All-Star. An accomplished author.
Yeah.
Ivory Latta to the microphone. What's going on, Ivory?
Hey, what's up with y'all?
Ceiling is the roof.
All day and every day.
Yes.
So when somebody reads your bio like that and they talk about everything that you've done, what does that make you feel like?
I'm humble, man. I mean, I'm cool. It's a blessing. It just shows like my hard work and dedication that I put into, to have those accolades and things like that. But I mean, it's cool.
I mean,
it's cool.
York, South Carolina,
yeah.
Everybody's, you keep adding on to the bio, and they got to make you feel good.
No, it does. It does, man. It shows the testament of, like I said, my hard work and my focus and my determination just to, be an example for these kids out here. So that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Right. I'm going to start with this, All-American. How do you avoid Two-Notch Road and head to UNC?
Hey, man, listen. Let me clear something. It's only one blue out there.
Right.
It's the the Carolina blue.
Wow. Without a
Sky
doubt.
blue.
It's the prettiest thing in the world.
We don't cross that bridge. I don't go to that Walmart over there. We don't cross 15501, man. Let me tell you something. I'm a Tar Heel for life. That's what it's all about.
For sure.
That's the real blue.
For sure.
Come on, man.
Who was coming after you, though, Ivory, when you was getting recruited? Who were the main ones that you were looking at and were like, was it always North Carolina, or were there some people that were...
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I was actually going to Connecticut. Like maybe 3 days before I made my decision.
Wow.
But this the thing, it was Connecticut, Notre Dame, and then North Carolina. So it was like more of like, you know, a family decision, you know, for my parents. So they was like, listen, we want to come and see you play every game. You go this place, it's going to be hard. So I'm like, man, you know what? I grew up as a Carolina, you know, in a Carolina family. So my dad, they love Michael Jordan. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go to North Carolina. I mean, it's the best choice I ever made in my life.
Wow.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
Crazy.
So Connecticut, Notre Dame, AC.
Yeah,
wow.
don't too many people know that. Though.
Wow.
I was in love with Connecticut. I mean, you know they had.
I mean, Gino was,
They win the championships. I'm like, oh shoot.
Titles all over the place.
You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, you go somewhere and you have your own identity. So that's what I did.
Boy.
What was it about Carolina once you got there and you were like, you know what, I did make the right decision?
Oh man, atmosphere. Oh man, it was like a family atmosphere. I mean, it was awesome. It was great. And also, I ain't gonna lie, the clothes was dope. The clothes and the shoes, all them Jordans that you get, but you can't just walk up in the locker room and not be happy with them Jordans. Expensive Jordans.
Right.
But at the same time, man, I mean, like I said, got a great education, great school, and hey, forever I bleed that Carolina blue.
So we know you was a high school All-American, but when did you know when you got to the college level, I can really play this game at this level?
Hey, you know what? I struggled so bad my freshman year. Yeah. I struggled. You know, going from high school, starting and being a player, and then you get in college and you like, yo, I'm only playing 15 minutes. Like, where my minutes at?
Well, that's
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Reality hit real hard, but
Yeah.
I worked my butt off that summer of my sophomore year. Coach, she allowed me to go home. I worked hard. I got a little stronger, came back from sophomore year on. I just took off from there.
Explain this for all of these high school All-Americans, because everybody thinks the transition from high school to college is easy.
No.
Talk about just some of the struggles.
First of all, it's not easy. If you do say it's easy, you're not working hard. You're not working
Please
hard.
speak on it.
First of all, off the court, them classes. Yeah, workouts is at 6:30. You got to be in the class at 8 o'clock. And they will have somebody sitting at the door waiting for you to walk in to make sure you're on time. So you ain't on time, maybe some consequences for that. Classes, but also on the court, you got to get in and get your extra workouts in. You got to be on time for workouts. And look, workouts before practice, and then you got film, and then you got study hall, and then they start making up stuff, and you just, by the time you get home, it's gonna be 9:30, 10. You got to be right back up again for practice. So it's you know, it can be an easy transition for people that work hard, but if you don't work hard, then hey, it won't be easy for you.
How long did it take you to build that hate for that other school down the road?
Yo, let me tell you something. It didn't take long at all because they wasn't even on the list. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't on the list. Oh, wow. But I'm telling you, it's amazing, y'all. When you go to Carolina, it's not a class that teach you don't go to the other side. It's just the atmosphere.
It just hits when you get there.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. You know, it's just.
Because it's just built in, man. Y'all,
I'm telling you.
From every sport, man, especially in basketball, for men and women, it's just.
It is. And even in the league, you know, I had some Duke teammates. I mean, they were cool. They were straight. You know what I'm saying? We teammates now in the league. We got to get along, but.
Because you know Elizabeth been on the show a few times, Elizabeth Williams.
Yo, Liz is cool.
Yeah,
Liz is cool.
I be thinking about she got her number in the rafters just like you.
Yeah, but once you realize if you talk to a Tar Heel and you ask them like, how many friends do you have? Ain't that many. And it's probably the same way too. You know what I'm saying?
They probably I don't have that many.
Yeah, they probably like, nah, I don't even like Carolina like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wrong blue.
Yeah, wrong blue.
Wrong blue. We come back, man. We got more, man. People are already asking, do you got any books with you?
Yeah, I do. I got books with me.
Somebody wants some. They want some autographs.
I keep the books. Y'all talking about?
Answer that question. We'll be right back.
Honey, what you cook for dinner tonight?
You want the good news or the bad news first?
The bad news first.
I cooked? Nothing.
Well, that's the good news then.
Uh-huh. Well, there's no bad news then, because tonight we're gonna have Jerk Palace.
Call Jerk Palace for authentic Caribbean cuisine, including vegetarian entrees with authentic Caribbean flavor. Call 770-892-5049. Located at 6221 Jonesboro Road, Highway 54 in Morrow, Georgia. Jerk Palace.
Don't miss out on all the action at Georgia State Stadium this year by purchasing your single-game tickets now. Single-game tickets for Georgia State football are just $25 as the Panthers face arguably the toughest schedule in the Sun Belt Conference. You can't get up close and personal to the action if you're not in the stadium. Visit online, georgiastatesports.com/ticks, or call the ticket office at 404-413-4020 to purchase your tickets today.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her?
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge?
Got to get this all straightened out. Keep a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve. It's now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend?
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hey, man, we're back. Make sure you check us out, man, on Instagram at The Crush Sports Talk. And also check out our partner, Ivory, and Baby Ivy 12 on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
We're here, man, and we just learned that you can't bet jerseys, especially one particular jersey.
I ain't wearing it.
Make sure, go ahead, man. I would laugh.
I ain't wearing it. All the accolades, all of the accomplishments at UNC.
Yeah.
What was probably your favorite?
Oh, my God. All right. I would have to say winning 3 MVPs for the ACC tournament. Because no man or woman has ever did it.
Never.
So I say that's a huge accomplishment, only being, listen, man, I'm 5'6". You gonna measure me in a basketball, shoes and uniform, I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
I take shoes, I'll get about 5'5". You know what I'm talking about? So, being the smallest player to accomplish something so big and knowing the players that played in the ACC, men and women, I mean, that was really huge. And a lot of people told me I was too small to do that. And so to look back on that accomplishment, that's huge.
That's crazy, 3 MVPs, because that tournament had to be fire every year.
Oh, yeah, because it was always us and Duke. One year, I think it was us and Maryland, and then 2 years straight, it was like us and Duke for the championship. I lost to Duke. Yo, check that out. I lost to Duke my freshman year. Coach made us sit out on the court and watch them celebrate. And I promised her, I was like, listen, as long as I'm here at Carolina,
that'll never happen again.
It'll never happen again, and it never did.
Oh, that just have to be. That's like a great coaching technique, but for a player to watch another team celebrate and
get
suffering,
man. Especially
get the
Bill.
trophy.
Oh, Bill. Give it to Clemson. Give it to somebody else.
So that had to add on to the feud for you.
That's why I said that summer, my sophomore year, man, I worked my butt off. I came back in shape, great, everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
Give it to somebody else.
That's how I say, dude. Make them watch the championship.
She said, give it to Clemson.
Give it to Clemson.
Give it to the Tigers.
Give it to them.
Yeah. Y'all hilarious up here.
He's so funny.
I like he decked out in that Carolina blue. Let me tell you.
I gotta have it. I'm sorry.
Brian, you made sure you got the blue.
I don't rock with that other school.
Yeah,
not at all. Yeah. Not at all. I was so petty. We do something with the Hawks. I didn't even want to talk to Grant Hill. I just kept walking.
Hey, you know what? He actually a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Grant cool.
Yeah.
Grant cool.
I let it go.
Yeah, okay.
I let it slide. I like that side, dude.
Yeah. I say it's only a couple. Shout out to Grant Hill, though. It's only a couple.
I said, nah, I'm good on that. I'm good. But when we talk about your size, because it was an issue, it became everybody wanted to always say, well, she's this, but she does this. She does. I'm like, at some point, her size don't matter because you can't measure heart.
Right. That was huge. But you know what really added a lot of fuel to my like anger of people always saying I was too small. I had my favorite WNBA player tell me, like, she had came to my game, I think Dale Curry Classic, I had scored like 56 or something like that to break the record. I don't even know. And it was just like, oh man, they gonna kill you in the ACC. You small. I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Wow.
Like, you my favorite player. Hold up, wait. Right then and there, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get this height stuff, and I'm just gonna shut everybody up, man. That's what happened.
I have to ask. The first things I can remember from you is not only your great play, but you seem to like to talk a little bit on the court.
Got to.
Did you have to give it to him the business when you gave him the business?
I did, because they be like, yo, you mouse in the house. I'm like, what mouse is you looking at? I don't know what y'all talking about.
You probably get these numbers right.
Yeah, but you know what? I still get it today in the league. It's just cool. I'm always getting post up. You know what I'm saying? I got my little ways to maneuver around it.
Right.
They always try to bully the little play on the court. I love it though. I love it. And you got to talk a little junk. Yeah. You have to.
But one part about your game, I always understood that, like, people can't stay in front of you. Like, you gonna blow by them. And then, once you kind of lag a little bit, I'm going to give you this J.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you this J.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. To be honest with you. Because you know what? I'm going to be honest. Whenever I'm playing, and it's not cockiness, it's just me being confident. It's just that I never really worry about the person that's in front of me. It's always that second defender that you don't know, what they're going to do. So it's like, when you build that confidence in yourself, it's just like, yo, you can do whatever. I'm just going to go by you. If you want to back up off me, that's the wrong thing to do. You gonna get this work.
And like we said, we talk about your accolades, but when for your Carolina, for them to put you in the rafters with Jordan and people like that, and the Dohertys and the names in there, and when they did that, when they retired your jersey, what was that feeling like?
Oh,
because again, you're too short. You can't play.
So they say.
That's what all this state been telling you.
So they say.
But when you went to Carolina, not only you winning these MVPs, but they say, you were so great while you were here.
Right.
We got to hang the 12. Nobody will wear the 12 again.
Yeah.
Man, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a blessing, man. It's still like not real to me, even when I walk in the gym and I look up, like, a little girl from McConnell, South Carolina.
Right.
Like, Jersey is retired right now at University of North Carolina. Like, it's still not real to me. And it's a blessing. And when I got the call, I knew I was just playing overseas. I had that time to come home. And coach was like, listen, it's time. We need to retire your jersey. I'm like, what? Are you serious? So I was like, me is still young. Does that mean can't nobody wear it, right?
Right.
Is somebody gonna be able to put it on?
You know what
I'm saying? She was like, no. I'm like, yeah, cool. When I need it. So yeah, it's a blessing, man. Like you say, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I mean, be up there with the greats. Charlotte Smith, who also played at North Carolina, man, she dunked in the game. He was a crazy beast. So it was like, it's an honor, guys.
When they go to the Dean Dome, they like, oh, that's all right.
Yeah, you see that? It's crazy. It's a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing. It's cool.
It don't hurt that the jersey's so pretty, too. The Argyle on the side, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Look, you see this?
Ooh, it's up there. You see that, the heaven. You see that up there? You just walk up there, ooh, look at God.
Because it look like the cloud.
Yeah, it look just like the cloud, just floating up there. Ooh, Lord Jesus.
I do love it.
Yeah, y'all have to be Carolina fans to understand that. Which brings me to my next question. Your Michael Jordan moment.
Ooh.
You get to meet Mike.
You know what? I ain't never met Mike.
What?
Nah. I've always wanted to meet Mike. I seen Mike at the game the other day at the Hornets game. I was about to say, hey, Mike! It's your girl! Let me get that contract or something.
Come on, Mike.
I would love to meet Michael Jordan, man. I would love to meet Mike, yeah.
Man, y'all gotta have a Legends dinner or something.
Yeah.
Mike, you gotta get back to Chapel Hill, Mike.
Somebody call Mike.
Call Mike.
Man, I was say send him a tweet, but he don't tweet.
We gotta come back. We gotta talk about the WNBA time.
Yeah. Let's go.
Sensation Station Network. SSNATL.com.
Hi, I'm Viola Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids. but we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
Don't miss out on all the action at Georgia State Stadium this year by purchasing your single-game tickets now. Single-game tickets for Georgia State football are just $25 as the Panthers face arguably the toughest schedule in the Sun Belt Conference. You can't get up close and personal to the action if you're not in the stadium. Visit online, georgiastatesports.com/ticks, or call the ticket office at 404-413-4020 to purchase your tickets today.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
SSN-ATM.com. Sensation Station Network.
One of the most dominant home court.
Crust. You can't touch me, you're not man enough.
And that's all she wrote. End zone touchdown.
We're back, man. Still doing our crushing interview right now. Brought to you by Orsi Software with Ivory Latta.
Hey, man, she doing
man,
too much, man.
For all the people out there listening, make sure if you haven't, make sure you vote tomorrow, man. Big time. And so I can quit getting these text messages. Anyway,
man, they ain't gonna be able to send no more emails.
Yeah,
what are they gonna do?
Hey, man.
What are they gonna do with themselves?
So you get drafted in the first round.
Yeah.
Number 11. When you were that low, were you like, this felt, I'm glad to be drafted, or you like, I should have been higher?
Man, y'all know what happened at the time?
Let's talk about it.
Hey, coming out of college, I possibly could have been like number 1, but the Charlotte thing had folded at the time.
I remember that.
It had folded. So then when I had dropped, I was just like, to be honest, I just wanted to be chosen. And then when I went to Detroit, my minutes in Carolina went from 36 to 3 seconds. I got in good 10, 15 seconds, but I got up by 4 or 5 shots.
Put them up.
Hey, I was putting them things up.
Put them up.
I look up that coach like, Latta. I'm like, man, it's a minute and 20 seconds. But let me see how many I can get up. Let me see how many shots I can get up.
Where did the scoring mentality come from? Cause like I say, you got buckets.
Yeah, it came from AI. It came from AI. Favorite player. One of my favorite players. It came from him, man. My dad always used to sit me down. I used to have to watch him all the time. Watch AI, Pistol Pete. I watch, all the old school hoopers. And so I just saw his mentality. I'm like, man, he's not that big, but he just out there giving buckets.
Boy.
So my dad was like, that's the mentality you gotta have. I mean, to make up, for your height. But he's like, long as you got heart, just go out there and just get buckets. So that's what I did. Baby buckets.
So when you was out there, everybody tried to try you, especially on the playground. Did you have to have the cousins or family you'd always try to try you? You had to give them buckets out there too?
You know what? I got 4 brothers.
Ooh.
I got 4 brothers, and they used to beat me. And then I got to the point where they was like, you know what, we good.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I don't want them problems.
You got the uncles who swear they can just shoot.
Yeah.
I supposed to went this way, I supposed to went to this school, but nah, I didn't.
Should have been in the league.
Yeah.
No, you good.
Let me show you something right here, okay?
No, you good. Stay right there.
Please do that, cause I don't want to cross you over. You family. You family.
I don't want to give you this work, but since you out here and we competing,
right?
You might as well get some.
The reunion would have been bad. You ain't had to do all like that.
Hey,
don't. Still be talking about I should have hard filed her.
Yeah, right.
I should have gave
Next
this.
time I file, you go to the hole like that.
I should have given this hard file. Come on.
So you get in WNBA and you start finding your way. When did you feel comfortable in WNBA?
Oh man, I think I felt comfortable actually when I came to Atlanta. Had a good opportunity, to start and really come into myself in Atlanta. Played 2 years in Atlanta, and then another 3 years in Tulsa. But then when I really, really, really found myself and was able to really show what I can do in the league is when my first year in D.C. And that's when I became an all-star.
Yep.
So I was able to really just be myself, go out there, just have fun, man. And that's what I wanted to get back to, having fun.
One of the things that staff did, too, when you were in D.C., they put the ball in your hands more.
Yeah.
They kind of let you, like, okay, you're a playmaker.
Right.
You go with it.
Yeah, and that's cool, but you know what the thing was? He was like, I don't want you to change who you are. And I said, that's a good thing, because everybody think, well, she's going to shoot every time. No, I can create, but I want you to play me honest, because if you don't, then I'm going to give you buckets. I'm going to shoot, I'm going to score. But if you play me honest, I mean, I can find my teammates and, you know, get everybody involved.
When you got to that point, though, when you was the all-star and all that, let me change the question real quick. When you got to play in the WNBA, did you kind of get a little starstruck at some of the players you were going against?
Did I? Yeah. Absolutely.
Who's the first
Tina
person?
Thompson.
Ooh.
Come on, man. The Tina Thompson? Yeah, red lipstick. That's why you like her.
Tina is.
Yeah.
She's on the book. She's on the list.
Yeah,
you gotta get in here.
I know. And then I'm like out there beside Sue Bird, Donna Taurasi.
Yeah.
What?
There was
Swing Cash.
anybody that you wanted to give them buckets to.
Yes.
She said the name.
Sue Bird.
Sue, yeah. I can see you and Sue going
Yeah, but Sue is just a whole nother level.
I can see y'all going at it, though. I can see it.
When you see Sue playing right now, what is that like?
That's awesome, man. I'm telling you, that's awesome, man. It just shows a testament of like how she took care of her body.
Yeah.
Just her will to just go out there and win. Like and it don't even have to be about points. You know, she have a lot of assists, maybe 2-3 points, but she knows how to control the tempo, control the game, and control the floor.
What did overseas do to you? How was that
I
party?
loved it. My first year, I went to Israel.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. Boy, I try to tell you, my mom and daddy called me every 30 minutes. I see something on TV. What's going on over there? I'm like, turn CNN off. Please.
I'm not in that area.
I'm not even in that area. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience, you know, being over there for 7 months, being away from the family, a little homesick, but you're playing in a different country, learning the culture, eating different foods. And it was great, man. I'll just be walking on the street late at night and everybody be like, oh, Latta. I'm like, okay, if that's how you want to say my name, we're cool with it.
We go with that.
Latta. Hey, I'll take it.
Latta getting them buckets.
Yeah, absolutely. Great experience, man. Great experience.
The living arrangements, was it, you know, what was the biggest adjustment?
Oh, living arrangements as far as, hey, man, just being in an apartment for that long. You know, sometimes they got the hot water heat on top of the apartment.
Oh, Lord.
So you got to get home in time enough to get that hot water started. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And adjustment for me, because, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I can't cook. So I had to make sure I get them stores, make sure I get the chicken that, you know, already prepared that's out there on the street that be turning. Yeah, that was good right there. You feel me? Hey.
I got the chicken turning.
Yeah, that chicken turning right there. That thing was good, though. Don't sleep on them turning chickens on the side of the road.
So needless to say, you ain't had, like, no utensils, like you had no pots and pans?
Yeah, we did, but what I'm going to do with them pots and pans, I can't cook. Hey, I had a microwave. I ordered some pizza and warm it up for about a couple days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But it's great living. I loved it, though. I loved it.
That is funny. Mercy.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Girl, yeah.
So, Ivory, let me just ask you, you know, you see what the ladies are doing, WNBA, PA, them pulled out of your thoughts on it.
Hey, man, great idea. Hey, we have to start really fight for our own, man. We really do. We really do. We first of all, we got to start supporting each other.
Right.
And women, just
right.
period.
Yeah.
Come to the games. Come to the games and support us. See what we do. And it's no different for what the men are doing. You know what I'm saying? We put our jerseys, shorts on the same way, and we deserve that respect. Just give us that respect. Like, you know, some people be like, well, you guys shouldn't be getting paid $70 million. Who said we wanted $70 million?
Right. See, that's what they don't get. They always think we ain't asked for 70.
You know what I'm saying?
We just asking for money.
Yes, but it's pay us for what we deserve.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You know, I think it's a good idea. It's all
I
about
would rather
us.
have y'all here more, so y'all don't have to go overseas so much.
And it would take a lot of stress and pressure off our bodies.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, when you play both of those seasons, some teams, man, you may have maybe 7-10 days in between, and you got to go right to the WNBA, or you got to go right overseas.
Yeah.
So it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So
we want y'all here. When we come back, Prime, you got the hot seat music?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Time to put...
You gotta put Ivory in the hot seat. It's on the right.
In the hot seat.
On the right.
I'm nervous. Y'all got to be sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, long time no see. It's me, the Rock t-shirt in the back of your closet. Dude, remember? You crowd surfed in me, man. But you haven't worn me in like forever. I get it, you're retired, but I still got some rock left in me. So take me to Goodwill, where I could really make a difference.
Your donations to Goodwill create jobs, training programs, and education assistance for people in your community. To find your nearest donation center, go to goodwill.org. Donate stuff. Create jobs. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes?
How could he do this to you? And for Sheila, she has split ends.
B, console her?
Oh, sweetie, this is going to happen a lot. 4, maybe 5 more times before you get married.
C, take charge?
Got to get this all straightened out. Give a little talking to, man to man, mano a mano. Hey, Steve! Is now a good time? No? Okay, no problem. Bye.
Or D, help her find a new boyfriend?
I know a great place to meet boys. The internet. Nice, single boys. Never mind. How about some ice cream?
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm fleece on a
I want
cold
to be a
day.
football
I want to be
stadium.
a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Time for the Hot Seat Hotline.
4, 3, 2, 1. Man, it's time to get Latta in the hot seat. Make sure what you got, man. Your favorite pair of Jordans.
11.
That's my dog. That's my dog. Favorite, most points you ever scored in the game?
70.
70?
When? High school.
You put 70?
Yeah.
Who you gave that work to?
Bill and Honey a pass. I ain't gonna never forget that. Look, I had 70 and they team had 70. We had 114. It was the score was 114.
So you outscored them?
I tried to. Boy, it was packed up in there.
Wow.
Oh,
that kind of just messed me up right there. Go ahead, Mason. Favorite basketball moment?
Winning my first ACC championship. Sophomore year.
Outside of Duke, what was the other team that you couldn't stand in the ACC?
NC State.
Yes, right down the road. Right, I mean, it is. It's right down the road. I mean,
Wolfpack.
Yeah. Do you ever break out the jewelry, the rings?
No, man. I'm not even like that. I don't even wear none. I barely wear a watch. I'm a country girl, man. I'm a country. I don't wear all that. Yeah. Okay. That's at mom's house. They can have it.
What's the best? What's the best quote your mom ever gave you?
Your attitude determines your altitude. Yeah, let that sink in. Your attitude determines your altitude. You got a bad attitude, it's not gonna go anywhere. You got a good attitude, the sky's the limit.
Wow.
Mom's always told me that, so I take that with me all the time. Shout out to moms right now who watching. Hey,
Mom Dukes, what's good?
She at the house.
Sitting at the room.
Try to get her out of here.
Come on, man. Send us one of the rings, Mom. Come on, Mama. Let's get the rings out. Let's get the rings out, Mama. How many tennis shoes do you own?
Oh, man. Probably about 10, 15 pair. I'm not a sneakerhead.
What?
Yeah, no.
No.
Not a sneakerhead.
And you got the 97s on. I just knew.
Yeah, they ain't kids. I wear kids size. I mean, you. Yeah, not a sneakerhead, though.
Favorite arena you ever
played in? Favorite arena? Come on. Dominated. Cameron Indoor Stadium, man. You know I like to do. That arena is amazing. Besides, Carmichael.
So it was even better to give him the work there, though, right?
It was, because, the atmosphere, and they always like, they right there beside you. And then, when you up by 20, you don't hear that, You know what I'm saying? It's
quiet over here.
It's real quiet. What's going on?
It's quiet over here. What makes the Dean Dome so special?
Hey, the players that played in there. Just Dean Smith himself. I mean, come on. That's the GOAT.
And that's the hot seat.
And that's the GOAT.
Then we'll be right back.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change, called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
We're more connected than ever before. 90% of America's students use some form of social media, but not all of it's used in a good way. Hurtful posts online are leading to social isolation for many. Psychologists say it's bullying in a brand new way. Well, Beyond Differences and I Keep Safe are looking to change that with ideas for students, their parents, and even teachers. Take the pledge to be kind online and learn more at wearekindonline.com.
This is big business. This is the American way.
Sensation Station Network.
See ya. Credit, Jack. Yeah, black on.
And we're back. North Carolina Finest is still with us. Ceiling is the roof. And you do so much off the court as well. I love the title of the book, man, Despite the Hype. And I saw you, what was it about it? What made you choose that title for that book?
Oh, a title for a book pretty much explains my whole life and whole career.
Yeah.
You know what? Despite me being the smallest player, pretty much y'all growing up on every single team, I've accomplished so much just by not listening to what the naysayers and people telling me I'm too small to do this and too small to do that. I just really focused and just believed in myself. That's the thing. Like, I want kids to really take in when I do go talk to them. Believe in yourself. You can't worry about whether this person gonna believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Because they can take their belief and go somewhere else, and then when you out, you just out.
Right.
So I just believed in myself and I worked hard. Yeah.
Like I say, you author. Now you're a clothing designer.
Yeah, do a little something, man.
Talk about the clothing line.
Clothing line, pretty much, never give up. Never give up. See, this is the thing, the whole sequence, it all comes in one. The title of my book is called Despite the Hype. So in the back part of my book, I have a page where I go talk to kids. We do, like, tell me your goals and your dreams. And they write them down. But on the side, it says never give up. So you can't give up on what your goals and dreams are. So I want to transition that into a clothing line, so to give people, like, that inspiration. Like, no matter what you're going through or what's going on, don't ever give up. Like, we all go through hard times, and we want to give up so much, but my thing is, God didn't give up on us, so why should we give up on Him? So we just got to keep it moving.
What's the best story you heard from a kid or somebody about what you've done for them or what you meant to them?
Oh, man. To be honest, man, I've heard a kid was like, yo, you saved my life.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought about, really hurting myself, but you've been a great example. I'm the smallest player, and I've been cut so many times, and it's just devastating to me. I'm like, listen, look at me, see me as an inspiration, and just realize you can do the same thing. But you know what? We got to work extremely hard.
Right.
And I always tell people, you say that, hey, I say this all the time, heart over height any day. You can be 7 foot, but got the slowest feet and you can the softest thing on the court. But if you got somebody around, 5'6", 5'9", and they just a dog and a go-getter, I bet you'll take that player over that 7-footer any day.
Any day of the week.
And I think people don't understand the determination and the hard work part about it. I think we always kind of miss that part. Are you willing to outwork everybody?
Yes. Are you willing to outwork everybody, and are you willing to be in the gym when no one is looking? That's when really the champions are made. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you just that type of player when the lights come on, you think you can turn it on?
When it's
You see what I'm saying?
when they say the name Ivory Latta, what do you want them to understand and to know about what Ivory Latta's about?
Oh man, you know what? She was just an inspiration. Ain't got nothing to do with basketball. I use basketball as a platform to inspire people to be great, and like I said, to never give up. I mean, no matter what, to be honest and not saying cocky, when you think about North Carolina and what I did, you're going to always see, Ivory scored this point, she scored this, but I want people to know as she was really that girl that was out there in the community, being an inspiration to these kids and being an inspiration to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just everybody want to be known as that favorite basketball player. That'll die. That's going to die. But like they say, legends never die. And a lot of these legends do a lot of things off the court.
Right.
Like LeBron.
Right.
LeBron is a legend right now, and it ain't got nothing to do with basketball. Right. Him building that school for their kids,
right.
That man forever will be a legend.
Right. And the transition, because we all know, as athletes, it's all going to end.
Yeah.
Just the transition.
Hey, transition, it can be hard. It can be hard. And to be honest, thank God I had some great mentors that was around me maybe 2 or 3 years before to elaborate and school me on, hey, maybe you need to start doing this. So that's when I thought about, man, you know what, the book can be great for me. Go and talk to these kids and just be an inspiration to them.
Before we let you go, where can I get the book? Where can I get the clothes?
All right, listen, the clothes is definitely coming soon. You can get the book on ivorylatta.com.
Yep.
Or you can go to warrenpublishing.net. You can go get the book. You can even holler at me, and we can work this Cash App out. You know what I'm talking about?
Can we get the book now?
Oh, you can get the book now. I'm going to go right on out there to the truck and get the book.
Right now.
Get the book right now.
We got to take these photos first, so y'all hold on, man. We'll be right back. Stay with us.